Welcome to another episode of the News on Map series. This is Pooja Devedi and today we are going to discuss about all the places that have been in the news since the past 1 week. So if you're a regular follower of this series, you must know that we are covering whatever places have been in the news, not only in India but around the globe through MCQs. Now what is very helpful is if you continuously watch this series, you will try to understand what is the way of covering maps, because certain times it happens that you start remembering every place that has been in the map around the globe. That is not how it works, you know. Whatever places have been in the news and whatever specific places that are continuously and remaining in the news for a longer period of time, those regions, it could range from West Asia to Africa, whichever have been in the news, it can be covered easily with the help of MCQs. Okay, so now we will try to cover the first ever question that we are going to cover over here, as we have already covered that, is the practice question of the last segment. And whoever have answered it correctly, good for you. Otherwise, whosoever haven't got it correct, you can confirm the answer through this. So let me try to explain you the first ever question, which says, consider the following pairs. We have to match the relief in the areas they are found in. So first is Shan Plateau, that's in eastern Myanmar, Mekong Delta, South China Sea, Irrawaddy Delta, Bay of Bengal, and Arakan Yoma in western Myanmar. So let's see what is the map telling us. First, of course, Shan Plateau. If we talk about the Shan Plateau, yes, it's in Myanmar. It is very prominently in the news. Here it is written Burma. It can be also called Myanmar. Burma is a colonial name, and the Myanmar administration or the military, they are okay with anything you use. So Burma or Myanmar. The first pair is correctly matched. So Shan Plateau, yes, it is found in eastern Myanmar. That is correct. Okay, then comes Mekong Delta. Mekong Delta is actually in Vietnam. Mekong, as we know it, it starts from the autonomous region of Tibet and then flows through 6 states of Thailand, China, Thailand, Vietnam. So we have to know that Laos and everything. Laos is there, China is there, okay, the autonomous region of Tibet. Then comes Thailand, Cambodia, Philippines. So it ranges from many countries, and finally it forms a delta in the South China Sea. Okay, so second pair is also correct, right? First and second both are correctly matched. Irrawaddy Delta, Bay of Bengal. Let's see, where is Irrawaddy Delta? So Irrawaddy Delta is very prominent. It's prominent in the sense, first of all, we know that Irrawaddy flows through Myanmar, and Irrawaddy forms a delta here. Okay, so yes, this is Bay of Bengal, and the third pair is also correctly matched. Then comes Arakan Yoma. Arakan Yoma, we have read about Arakan Yoma specifically in static GK, and Arakan Yoma is in western Myanmar. This is also correct. Okay, Arakan Yoma here in western Myanmar. Okay, so all the pairs are correctly matched. The correct answer to this question is option D, that is all of the above. Now let's move on and talk about our next question. Before that, we will see why is it in the news. So any place that has been in the news and the adjacent places, which is very important from the perspective of India, that is why it will be asked in your examination. So first, recently after the US operation in Idlib, Syria, Islamic State leader Abu Ibrahim al-Qureshi was killed in a suicide bombing blast, and that is why this question will be asked. So these are the many list of cities. This is Aleppo, not Aleppo. So this is Aleppo, Atme, Aleppo, Konya, and we have to match with the country they are found in. So let's see. If we talk about the first pair, Aleppo, yes, it's very much important to understand which important cities have been in the news. So this is the way that we are going to cover. Aleppo is in Syria. Okay, Atme is also in Syria. Remember that. Aleppo and Atme, both in Syria. Do have a digital atlas. You can also Google and try to understand it through maps with my explanation. Then comes Konya. Konya is actually, here it's written Iraq. No, it's in Syria. Both Atme and Aleppo are in Syria. If we talk about Konya, it's yes in Turkey. This is correct. So first, second, third, first and third are correctly matched. Okay. Option C will be the correct answer. And where is Turkey? Of course, it's in Turkey, Konya. Okay. So let's move forward and talk about our next question. The question asks us to consider the following statement. Assad Lake in Syria, and it is located on the Euphrates river. Let's see, where is Assad Lake? So we will take the help of this map. Know that if we talk about Euphrates, it originates in Turkey and then it flows through many important countries and also Syria. So yes, this is Lake Assad, as you can see, and it's in Syria and Euphrates river flows through it. First becomes correct. First statement is correct. If we talk about Aswan Dam is located in Iraq on the Tigris river. Let's find out where is Aswan Dam. So Aswan Dam is actually not in Iraq, but it's actually in Egypt. Okay, this is Aswan near Lake Nasser, and Aswan Dam is situated in Egypt. Okay, so second statement becomes incorrect, right? Yeah, second statement is incorrect. It's not located in Iraq. The Dead Sea is completely located in Syria. Now, certain keywords we have to be very careful about is completely, partially, entirely. So these are the keywords that we have to look for if we don't have to commit any mistakes. So completely lies in Syria and the Jordan River falls into it. Let's see about the Dead Sea. Where is the Dead Sea? This is the Dead Sea. Yes, the Jordan River is flowing through it and it does not completely lie in Syria. Israel. It also has a border with Jordan. Okay, so not completely but partially. Okay, so third statement is also incorrect. Remember that. Third statement is also incorrect. Okay, then the Sea of Galilee, Tiberias, is in Israel and the Jordan River passes through it. Let's see, where is Sea of Galilee? Yeah, here is Sea of Galilee. And yes, the Jordan River is passing through it. Remember, this is going to be the correct answer, right? So 1 and 4th are correctly matched. I mean, the first and the fourth statement, these two are correct. Second and third are not. Okay, so what becomes our correct answer? 1 and 4, that is option C. I also have tried the elimination method with you. So we can also go like whichever options do not have 1, we could have eliminated them, and whichever options did not have 4, we could have eliminated them. So this is the right answer if we go through this. So this is elimination method as well. Okay, let's move forward and talk about the next question. What is the next question saying? Recently, International Maritime Exercise 2022 kicked off in Bahrain. That is why this question will be asked. So we have to consider the correct statements here. And the first statement is saying that the Gulf of Bahrain is a part of the Red Sea. First, then Bahrain is an island country located to the west of Qatar. So let's see if it is going to be the correct answer. What is going to be the correct answer? This is Bahrain and this is Gulf of Bahrain. Red Sea is actually not here. This is the Persian Gulf, right? And Red Sea is actually on the west of Saudi Arabia. So this becomes incorrect. The first statement is totally incorrect. Now Bahrain is an island country located on the west of Qatar. So yes, if we talk about Qatar, this is Qatar and this is the eastern part, this is the western part. So yes, with respect to Qatar, Bahrain is situated in the west. Second statement is definitely correct. So the correct answer should be option B, that is 2 only. Let's move on and talk about our next question, which says the green line, which is often seen in the news, determines the boundary between these many options, between China and Southeast Asian countries, between North Korea and South Korea, and between Israel and the rest of the Arab countries, between North America and Latin America. So this is going to be the option. Why this question has been asked? Because Israel has participated in the ongoing international maritime exercise in Bahrain. Arab countries like Saudi Arabia and Oman have also participated in this exercise. So this is why right now what we are concentrating upon is, along with the questions, we are also giving you the news. so that you may understand what you have to study in the newspaper and what you have to leave. So whichever places have been in the news due to certain conflicts, due to certain very significant changes, you can take them out, understand the news first, then look about the places, what places have been in the news and what places have been are not that significant. So this is the entire motive of attaching the news. Okay, so let's see what is green line. Can anybody tell me in the comment segment what is the concept of green line? That would be great. So yes, if you see, this is Israel, okay, and this is the green line, okay. This is the Gaza Strip. Who rules Gaza? Tell me in the comment segment. Okay, so yes, this is the green line. Remember that. And this green line is between, of course, where is our answer? Between Israel and the rest of the Arabian countries, Arab countries. Okay, let's move forward and talk about our next question, which says, recently, this is the news, the leaders of Qatar and the UAE, they have met during the Winter Olympics in Beijing, which were heavily boycotted by every country possible, by every major country possible, such as the US, Canada, we also had Australia, Germany, and India as well. India boycotted it because what did China do? China made a commander who was injured in the Galwan Valley attacks as the torchbearer on the first day. So that is politicization of games, and India diplomatically boycotted it. Because of that very reason, India was very supportive of not boycotting the games because many countries were doing so. So it was not under any pressure, but if you are politicizing the games solely and targeting India, a country like India, of course, that will be the correct stand to do so. That will be the correct stand to take. So yes, they met at Beijing Olympics, and this is significant as it is the first meeting of UAE with Qatar since the Gulf crises. Very significant. Arabian Peninsula very much in the news. You have to understand the importance of Arabian Peninsula. Arabian Peninsula and West Asia, basically, they are very important for India. So be very careful with the location and geography of that region. So yes, the capital of which of the following countries is located in the sea coast? United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Oman and Kuwait. Now this is going to be solved with the help of a map. So how many countries we had? We had Qatar, of course, yes, Doha, a coastal capital, okay. Then what it was asking? Yes, it was asking the capital, yeah. And then United Arab Emirates, let's see. I think that would also be because Abu Dhabi is the commercial capital, that is a coastal capital of UAE, okay. So first, if we talk about UAE, yes, Qatar, yes. Let's see about Saudi Arabia. What is the status of Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia has its capital at Riyadh, which is not at all a capital which is coastal in nature. Alright. And then we have, what do we have? Oman and Kuwait. Let's see where is Oman. Oman, Muscat, coastal capital. Okay. And then we have Kuwait. Kuwait's capital, Kuwait, is also a coastal capital. So yes, except Saudi Arabia, all have coastal capitals. So Saudi Arabia was our number 3, right? Number 3. Yeah, all except number 3. All except Saudi Arabia. Riyadh was not a coastal capital. Let's move on and talk about our next set, which says many news we have tried to cover here. For the past several days, there have been reports of violent clashes between rebel groups in western areas of Sudan, then news of some people's casualties and bomb blast in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Senegal wins the first AFCON competition, and Cyclone Batsirai wreaks havoc in Madagascar. So, because of these many reasons, we will try to inculcate certain questions, MCQs, and as you can see, very importantly, these are the countries from Africa, regions from Africa, and that is why it is very important for you to understand the next set of questions. First question with respect to it is, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Popular places, we have to match them with the countries. Darfur and Sudan. Mananzari or Mananjari, it can be J as well, okay. Madagascar. Beni is a region in DRC Congo, Democratic Republic Congo. Cape Verde Peninsula in Senegal. So yes, if we talk about these regions, first we have Darfur region. Yes, Darfur region is in Western Sudan. So this is correct. It's in Western region of Sudan. First pair is correctly matched. Let's try eliminating. Whichever option doesn't have one, we can eliminate them. So we have 3 answers now, 3 options to choose from. Mananjari is, yes, it's in Madagascar. This is also correct. Here lies Mananjari. The Mananjari region is in Madagascar. Again, whichever option does not have second, we can eliminate them. Okay. Then what do we have next? This is correct. Beni is in DRC Congo. This is also definitely correct. Beni is a region which is in Democratic Republic of Congo. And if we talk about Cape Verde Peninsula, definitely it's in Senegal. Okay, this is Senegal. Here it is Cape Verde. Okay, let's move on and answer our question with all of the above. Correct. Okay, let's move on and talk about our next question, which says, before that, let's see what is the news. Now, these days, there are reports of clashes between the army and the rebel groups of Balochistan in Panju. Now, Balochistan crisis, we have covered it in our new series as well. You can watch that. And Noshki in Balochistan, in Pakistan, Balochistan, in which many people have died. And let's see what happens after that. Firing occurred between Tehreek-e-Taliban . This was supposed to happen actually. This was something that we all knew was going to happen, specifically with respect to current scenario when rebel groups are emboldened by the great victory of Taliban when America withdrew from Afghanistan. So this is, of course, this was in the offing. Let's see what is our question. We have to match the relief with the location they are situated in. Balochistan Plateau, North Pakistan, Paro-Pamis Ranges, West Central Afghanistan, Registan Desert in southern Afghanistan, and Suleiman series in western Afghanistan. Now, this is a question which is totally based on map. Okay, so let's see. First was, of course, Balochistan Plateau. Balochistan Plateau is not actually in northern ranges of Pakistan, right? So, Balochistan is actually western region, western southern region. This region is basically working on Balochistan province. So, first is not correct. Okay, it's not in North Pakistan. Paro-Pamis range, let's see where is Paro-Pamis range in this particular map. This is Afghanistan. As you can see, it's in northwestern Afghanistan region. You can also say central, but more precisely, it's west central basically. So, west, okay, then also in the middle of Afghanistan. This is the map of Afghanistan. So, yes, this is correct. Second pair is correctly matched. Okay, so whichever option does not have second, we can eliminate them. And whichever option does have one, that was wrong, we can eliminate them as well. So, 2 and 3 is going to be the correct answer. That is for sure, because with the help of elimination, we found out. And if we talk about the third pair, which is Registan Desert. Registan, let's see, southern Afghanistan, where is it? Where is our Afghanistan region? Yes, in this one. Yeah. So, yes, Registan Desert, right? Third statement is definitely correct. Registan region in southern Afghanistan. Suleiman series is actually in Pakistan, not Afghanistan. Okay, so that is why it was correct. Sorry, incorrect. Suleiman ranges, central. If we see, this is the entire region of Pakistan and it's in central region, Suleiman ranges. Okay, so we have already reached our answer, which was B, 2 and 3. Let's move forward and talk about our next question, which has the series of news with respect to volcanic eruption. These are being detected in Krakatau in some footage from the space. So, volcanic region, we also had our one of our main question with respect to volcanic eruption. So, whichever places have been in the news with respect to volcanic eruptions, the type of volcano, why are they inactive or active volcano, everything should be kept in mind. So, volcano and location. Krakatau, Southeast Asia, Mount Nyiragongo in Central Africa, and Mount Sumeru in Mediterranean Sea. Let's see if they are correctly matched or not. Krakatau is actually in Indonesia, okay, and it lies over here. Krakatau, okay, this is the region of Krakatau. If we talk about Sumeru, Sumeru lies over here, okay, that's also in Indonesia. So, first is correct, but not the third, because it is showing Mediterranean Sea. Sumeru is not in Mediterranean Sea, it's in Southeast Asia. If we talk about Mount Nyiragongo, it's in Democratic Republic of Congo, actually. Okay. I said okay, I'm sorry for that. So here is in the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, we see our Nyiragongo volcanic eruptions, volcano Mount Nyiragongo. So yes, if we talk about the second pair, correctly matched, first correctly matched but not the third. So first and second will be the correct answer, okay? That is option B. Let's move on and talk about our next question, which says, before the question, some scientists have detected a mountain range at least 4 times longer than the Himalayan range. It is being named super mountains, although the final evidence in this regard has not come to the fore yet. So we have to see which of the following mountain peaks is not related to India. Okay, so mountains, because very importantly we have to understand, Indian plate and Asian plate, Eurasian plate have been coming closer together. Because of this very reason, we see earthquakes and also increase in the height of mountains in the Himalaya region. So very importantly, we have to cover this question. So which of the following mountain peaks is not related to India? Makalu, Annapurna, Kamet and Rakaposhi. Let's see the map first. So if we talk about the map, Rakaposhi, as you can see, it's in the northwestern region, most northwestern region of India. So Rakaposhi is Indian. It's situated in India, definitely. Then we have what was asked, Makalu, right? Makalu, which is actually the 5th highest mountain in India. Remember that. It's actually near the border of Nepal and autonomous Tibet, not in India. So Makalu is not in India. Then we were asked about Annapurna, which is the 10th highest range. Okay. And this is also in Nepal, not in India. Then one more, yes, Kamet. Kamet is in India. Tell me in the comment segment, where is Kamet? Okay. In which state? Let's move on and talk about our correct answer, Rakaposhi and Kamet. They are in India. So we had to not related, right? So Makalu and Annapurna are not related to India. They are not situated in India. First and second are going to be our correct answer. That is option A. Let's move on and talk about our next question, which is actually a direction question. A person travels from Tibet to the Bay of Bengal with the help of a ship by a flow of Yarlung Zangpo, that means Brahmaputra. Sangpo, it's known as Tibet. Now, if from the beginning itself, the source of the river, has its face in the east direction, then observe it on your map and point out which of the following mountain peaks will not be on the back side of the traveler. Okay, so let's see our map. First of all, we have to see this map itself, and let's just rub all of the things that were written for the previous question. So yes, this is the Brahmaputra river. Okay, here is the Sangpo river, which is Brahmaputra, and the ship will be moving by facing east. It will come from Tibet to Bay of Bengal. So let's draw a ship. This is the ship, okay? And it is facing east. Here also it is facing east. Here also east again. So our question was, then our question was to observe it in our map and point out which of the following peaks will not be on the back side. Will not be on the back side means on the front. Okay, so here our answer should be actually Namcha Barwa is actually in the front. Then what do we have on the back side? We have Nanda Devi, Kurla Mandhata and Namcha Barwa and Kamet. Kamet is on the back side, right? Here is Kamet. This is on the back side of the river. Then again Gurla Mandata, back side, and Nanda Devi is also on the back side. Only in the front we have Namcha Barwa, which is going to be our correct answer. Alright, option D is the correct answer. Let's move on and talk about our next question. Before that, let's see the news. Recently, 2 more wetlands in India were given the status of Ramsar site, which gives it immense protection. Now, the number of Ramsar sites in India has increased to 49. 2 more have been added. Now, we have to match the Ramsar sites with their location. Bakhira Wildlife Sanctuary, Aravali Mountain, Rudrasagar Lake, Northeast India, Khijadia Wildlife Sanctuary, Kathiawar Peninsula. So, for this, we have to take the help of a map. We have to see which pairs are correctly matched. So, if we talk about Rudrasagar Lake, Rudrasagar is situated in Tripura, and that's in Northeast India. Yes, Rudrasagar Lake is in Tripura, Northeast India. This is correctly matched. Okay. So, what do we have? Option 3rd is the correctly matched pair. Then we have Khijadia Wildlife Sanctuary. It's in Kathiawar Peninsula. This is also definitely correct. It's in Gujarat. So, here we have Khijadia Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay. So, that becomes correct. Second pair is also correctly matched. Let's talk about Bakhira Wildlife Sanctuary in Aravali Mountain Range. No, this is not an Aravali Mountain Range actually. Bakhira Wildlife Sanctuary is in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, let's see, it's here, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, in Sant Kabir Nagar district of Uttar Pradesh. So, only the first is not correctly matched. After that, second and third are correctly matched. So, option B is the correct answer. Let's move forward and talk about our next question. The Godavari Krishna Pennar and Pennar Cauvery interlinking proposals were put forward in the recent union budget. Southern states are opposing this one-sided decision of the centre. Why? Because eventually it is the states which have to be the main stakeholders of such interlinking project. But this was a vision that is not all of a sudden. This was a vision that has come since many decades. So, before we get into this, let's talk about the question. With reference to Godavari river, consider the following statements. The source of this river is Mahabaleshwar Hills. First, it is the only major river in peninsular India that originates in Maharashtra and drains into the Bay of Bengal. It also passes through Chhattisgarh state for some distance. So, what do we have to do? We have to select the correct statement. If we talk about Godavari also known as Dakshin Ganga, okay, and it is the largest peninsular river, second longest after Ganga. It spans across 6 states: Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. Okay, so 6 states. Chhattisgarh is also a part of it among all the states I named. So option 3 is going to be the correct answer. The source of this river is not Mahabaleshwar Hills. It's in Maharashtra. The source of the river is Triambakeshwar. So, first statement is not correct. Then, it is the only major river? No, not only major river in the peninsular India to go from Maharashtra to drain into Bay of Bengal. Krishna actually originates from Mahabaleshwar and it moves to Bay of Bengal. So, second and first, these 2 statements are not correct. Only the third is correct. The correct answer would be option B, third only. Okay. So, I hope you are getting all these points. Let's move on. And these are the major tributaries. We have Vainganga, Vardha, Purna, okay. Then Manjira, very important. Remember the names of the tributaries as well. So, next question, consider the following statements. The river originates from Brahmagiri hills in Karnataka. Rivers like Hemavati, Arkavati, Kabini are its main tributaries. The Nilgiris are located to its south. So, we have to see these statements are targeted towards which of the following rivers. If we know even one of the statements, one of the things as a factual information regarding these rivers, we know that it is Cauvery because Cauvery originates in the Brahmagiri hills and Arkavati, Hemavati, Kabini are its main tributaries and the Nilgiri hills are located to the south of this river. So, yes, Cauvery is going to be this is Nilgiri hills south of this river originating from Brahmagiri and then going towards the Bay of Bengal, Hemavati, Arkavati, Kabini, many of its tributaries. Let's move on and talk about our next question. Which of the following options represent the correct sequence of rivers of southern India. Southern Indian states are very important when it comes to rivers, and most of the students get confused with respect to southern Indian rivers because we tend to concentrate on North Indian rivers more. So we have to see the north to south arrangement of these rivers. Okay, so let's see. First of all, we have Palar, Pennar, Vaigai and Vaiparu. So let's see Palar river, and where is it? Okay, these are the, Pennar is over here, right? Then we have Palar, okay, Vaigai, and let's see Pennar, Palar, Vaigai. The northernmost is Pennar, right? So where is Pennar? Yes, Pennar. Then we have Palar, okay, Palar, then Vaigai, here is Vaigai, and then in the last we have Vaiparu, okay. So Pennar, Palar, Vaigai and Vaiparu, remember this. So the option correct over here will be the fourth one, yeah, 1, 2, 3 and 4, the fourth one is correct. Now let's see the practice question for our next segment. Do practice it and correctly answer in the comment segment. Look at the map of India. It is the month of June. A person stood at a particular point. He has to travel up to the Himalayas, but he has strayed from the direction. But he is able to find the direction from the celestial point. In the morning, he is standing in such a way that his shadow is formed on his right hand, and a few kilometers away is the river Narmada in the direction of his face. His shadow is not formed at 12 noon. He waits till late in the evening for the pole star to emerge. You have to tell which direction should he follow with respect to his initial position in the destination. And the many options are given over here. So please answer it correctly. That's it for today. Soon we will meet again with our next episode. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.